Hello, and welcome back.
Is that your signature entrance? Hello.
hello. Well, what should I say?
I don't know. You just predicted.
What would your entrance be?
Don't worry about
No,
all
I
that.
want to know. What would your entrance be?
They're probably different every time.
Tell me. What would it be?
That's what I just said.
Welcome back.
No.
Okay. What would it be then?
You're still repeating yourself. It's fine. Go.
Hey, welcome back.
Maybe.
What else?
It's just like how you call Papa every week. You say the same thing. Hey, Papa. The Mark and Spencer and I. Like, it's just...
What would you say then? I'm curious.
Don't worry about all that.
We should come up with like a
No.
tagline.
No, we don't have to. But anyway.
But we are. There we go. We are headed to Springfield again to visit my grandmother, grandfather, our weekly outing, I guess. But we don't know if we'll be able to do this much longer because gas is so expensive. It was $4. It was $4.09 for me to fill up yesterday in this car, but I had my 3 cents off, so it was only $4.06. But still, it was expensive. But one of my friends told me she's been following the Russian invasion on Ukraine, and she said because of this invasion, she said that it's possible before like everything settles down that gas could reach $12.
Why are you talking politics in this?
Okay. I was just saying we might not be able to do these little trips anymore if gas keeps going up. But anyway, okay. So today we are going to talk about our support system. So I've had kind of like a few people ask that have been following along and watching our videos. They've asked like if your family, like your mom, brother, and sister, don't support you, like your immediate family, then who do you lean on? So we've kind of mentioned this a little bit. Whoa, look at that car. In other videos, but we just wanted to, okay, look for it, buddy. Oh, it's way in the sky so you don't see it. Okay. So, who do we kind of lean on? Who do we reach out to for, like, I guess, family support or just support in general? So, we just wanted to share more about that because we're super close to both sides of our family, like our his immediate family, my extended family, but his immediate family is in Haiti, so, you know, they're across the ocean. But anyway.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much out of the picture because I don't have any family, any family at all here in Tennessee. I have family in the States, like in Charlotte, in Florida, but not in Tennessee. So I'm pretty much out of the picture, and that's why I was so focused on like, yo, we need to make sure like, you know, we have a support system from your family
to try to more like with my family.
Yeah, because that's the reason why I spent about 7-8 years of my life trying to show them that, hey, listen, it's not as bad as it seems. You're gonna need their support at times and stuff like that. So that's why I put myself in a position. I know they don't like me or don't want me around, but at least I was trying to get to them to where they understand, like, okay, fine, you are our family, so we don't like Mark, but we're gonna support you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But I don't think that ever goes well and stuff like that. So
yeah, well,
that's why I always try to push that way you had a relationship with your family.
Yeah.
But I don't think they cared for that. So
Well, I
here we
think
are.
that they saw it as like a package deal kind of thing. Like which we are. I mean, we're married, so we are like together, obviously. But I think that they didn't see beyond like.
No, I don't think they see it as a package deal. I think their hatred for me, for being a black guy, was more than the love that they have for you. Whether it was your mom or your brother or your dad, I think their hate for me was greater than the love that they have for you. Although she carried you for 9 months, they take care of you for years and years, but the hate they have for me just for being black was way more than the love they have for you or the care they have for you. But anyway, support system.
That is what it kind of seems. But yeah, so to focus on the support system, honestly, we really lean on my extended family. So my aunts and uncles on both sides of my family, my mom's side, my dad's side, are super supportive of us, are kind to us, have supported us in so many ways, not just, I mean, I guess like
In every aspect possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And the funny thing is your dad's father, your grandfather,
yeah,
and your dad's brother. So Papa and Uncle Ronnie.
yeah,
And whenever we go to Springfield on the weekend like this to see Mimi and Uncle Ronnie and Papa, Uncle Ronnie always come over and stuff. So we're really close to them. And
Yeah.
Sherry, their kids' husband, their kids.
yeah.
Kids, their Spencer's cousins and stuff like that. They're all girls, but I like when Spencer's around them and stuff like that. That way he get to be comfortable and have fun and enjoy himself, and I don't have to watch and pay attention to him and stuff like that. So it's amazing to have them and to go through that. Like, I mean, yeah. So the rest of your family is amazing.
Which is funny because you would probably think like my dad, just the way he was, like people would almost predict that like that is how the rest of his family would
especially
be.
his dad and his brother and stuff.
And I will say, like, while my dad was alive, my grandfather, it made him so sad, like the way that my dad treated us. But he also was like, he felt caught in limbo because he was like, you know, this is my kid, but I don't believe and support what he's doing, and I don't think what he's doing is right. But like, how do I find that medium? And so I think for him, like Mark didn't know my grandfather, right? You never met him.
I never met him until
my dad passed away.
Your dad passed away.
But it's like we said in a earlier video, Mark wasn't invited to any family functions on either side.
You mean by either side?
Like until my dad passed away, did you come to any family functions like
I
on
didn't
my
come
mom
to
or
any.
dad's side?
No. I didn't come to any family function until
Because my dad,
passed away.
even my mom's side, like my dad was still there.
But no. I would go to Mimi's house though.
Yes.
And your dad was still alive and stuff.
Right. So, but not like family.
Yeah, and anyone else, like for example, like your aunts and uncles and stuff like that, they have no direct connection to me or to our situation to where it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna invite Mark to this. Like, no. So the introduction would have to come from you, your mom, and your dad's family, and then be like, oh, there's Mark to the rest of the family. So they have no.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember one Christmas. It may have been. I think it wasn't the last Christmas that my dad lived. It was the one before. But there was a very heated discussion between my aunt, my dad's brother's wife, between my aunt and my dad, because like the way you are treating them is not right, and like what you're saying and what you've done is like basically just like absurd. And it was, and I remember she pulled me to the side and she just like, she gave me a big hug and she was like, he's welcome, Mark is welcome anytime to my house, ever. Like, you know, I don't have the same thoughts, I don't have the same feelings that your dad does, and like, this is not right, I don't support this, none of my kids support it. We actually talk all the time about how wrong this is, the way that you guys are being treated, and so just know that like, I'm always here for you. Ronnie, her husband, is always here for you.
I don't know how to explain it, man. Like, these people are amazing. Like, I would do anything for these people, like Uncle Ronnie and Sherry, Uncle Glenn, Uncle Robert, Mimi. I mean, all these people are amazing people, and I just couldn't understand how, you know, in this whole family, to where it's like, I'm sitting there and watching everybody, and I'm so comfortable around these people, and then there's just like, oh, boom, and I'm like trying to make connection, like, how did you become this? How did you become that? You know what I mean? And there's no connection to them at all. And like, even when you like just sit down and try to figure it out, but then that's why for me it was like, I don't think it's a lot of like hatred. It started with racism, which I think was stemmed from your dad. And then it's installed in the rest of them, which is your mom, your brother, and your sister, as hate. To where it's like, I mean, I could look at them, even when we're at family functions, I'm observing everyone, I could look at them and already know they're the oddball. Like, they have nothing to do with me. Even with their own family, it's just awkward. And just, even between y'all, when I'm with y'all, and Christmas mornings, and I'll look downstairs and y'all would just sit there and it's awkward silence. And it's like, y'all never have a comfortable conversation between y'all unless it's about someone else. Like, the whole time I've gone to your family's gatherings, and even when we sit down and talking, like I will sit there and listen to y'all. Y'all never have a genuine conversation about like, hey, Mary Glenn, how's your work going? Good. How's yours? Yeah. How's what you done this year? Never at Christmas gathering. Like, I'll be at y'all's Christmas. We're gonna open gifts. It's like, let's sit down and eat. All right, we sit down and eat. Y'all pray. Everybody get their plate. Oh, have you seen what so and so posted? Oh yeah, so and so this, so and so that. It's never like, hey, how's Spencer doing in school? How's never. It's always, every time I'm at your immediate family, your mom, your brother, your sister, and I'm just listening to y'all talk. Y'all never have a genuine conversation between y'all about like, how you doing, how's things going with you. It's always about someone else. Oh, this person, oh, he's so trashy, oh, she's so horrible, oh, it's always about someone else. And I'm like, y'all, not, something is wrong. But for me, it was like, I'm there to support you. I don't care about the conversation y'all have. I never say anything. I always just sit there and let y'all talk. Like, I don't talk in y'all's conversation because it's always about someone else. It's like, hey man, you looking for a new job? Hey, I heard you joined the army. How's that going? Never. Hey, how's teaching going? You still enjoying it? Y'all never talk about each other. It's always about someone else. Oh, have you seen this cousin? Oh, so and so is this, so and so is that. And I'm like, something's not right about y'all. But yeah. But
so I want to stay like on.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. But it's just like, so for support system also, it's just like,
yeah. Because it is very much like in my extended family, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, it is very much like even this week. So my cousin on my dad's side, her and her husband have a contracting business. Well, I guess it's more of her husband that is the lead on this. Like, he's a general contractor, so he builds houses and businesses and all of this stuff. And so Mark has considered getting into that. So he reached out to him and was like, hey, I have this idea, like, I've been thinking about, you know, perhaps getting my general contractor's license. I would love, like, to meet with you and talk with you, or, you know, just kind of just have a conversation.
Yeah.
And he responded like immediately and was like, yeah, let's like get together at sometime soon. And
The
I mean,
level of
it's just-
comfortability that I have with them is amazing.
yeah, it's
So-
just that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Like
That's what I think
It's-
for me, it's like I have a better support system than you have. Because, like, when we go to Springfield on the weekend, when we used to go to your mom's house, I would go to Papa's house and hang with Papa, and Uncle Ronnie would come over and we'll have popcorn. It's like fun, and we're just doing things, work on the garden and stuff like that. And I know you were hanging out with your mom, but I'm like, I know I'm having more fun than you are. So I'm like, but you know what I mean? So, yeah,
So-
the rest of your family is amazing.
they are. And then like I have cousins that live in Alabama, and I mean it's 2 girls and a boy, and I mean we're all of us are like brothers and sisters, and I don't see them as often as we would like
Yeah.
because of how they like where they live, where we live, but I know that if I ever needed anything, they would be here like in an instant.
Easy.
Especially
Easy.
my oldest cousin Morgan, like she and I are super, super close and always have been. And so
Yeah. And the thing is with them, it's like even if we don't hear from them for months and years, it's like the level of comfortability that I feel I could just call them, or they would just call me. Like if I need them, if they need me, like it's easy.
I remember telling Morgan about you, and there was a little bit of like, just because I had told my immediate family about Mark at this point, and it was not received very well about us being together. So like I just thought that was kind of, she was the first like extended family beyond my grandparents that I had told about Mark. And so I was like just a little nervous to tell her, but she came up with my uncle Glenn, who is her dad, and we were all like out eating one night, and Morgan and I went to the bar, and I said, hey, I've got to tell you something. And she's like, what? She said, I said, well, I've been seeing this guy named Mark. And she was like, she already knew. I don't know if I told her we were friends or whatever, but she was like, she knew that we were together. And she's like, I knew that y'all were together, like, but I'm so happy for you, and like as long as you're happy, that's what matters. And like she's just been super supportive from like day one. So I don't know, it's just, that's really, those people, my extended family is really like our immediate family. I mean,
yeah, and my family, let's talk about my family for a minute, because we talk about yours all the time.
well, that's, I mean, they're, yeah.
With my family, it's just they try to be as supportive as can be, because they're in Haiti, but it's just harder. That's my exit, right?
Yeah.
It's just harder because they're not here.
Yeah.
But we talk on the phone a lot, and we would send pictures and stuff like that to my parents and stuff. But we do have a support system within my family, but it's like they're not here. Like, let's say for example, the other day, someone invited us to a birthday party, to a birthday celebration for one of my sergeants in the military, and it was about 8 p.m.
Yeah, the party started at 8.
The party started at 8 p.m.
At 8.
and it was fun, but I had to go by myself because we had Spencer to deal with.
Yeah.
If my parents were here, I could have easily be like, hey mom, I need you to come over tonight and stay with Spencer, right? And then also it's like Mary Glenn's extended family who support us so well. It's like, yeah, they're your extended family, but at the same time they have their own lives. there's a certain level of connection or a level of responsibility or a level of help you can expect from them. Like, I can't just expect to be like, hey, I need you to watch Spencer for 8 p.m. No.
Yeah, that's what I was
So,
getting ready to say. Like an 8 p.m.
You know, but
party
I'll say that
is
though,
like a
if
grandparent.
Morgan and Ryan lived in Nashville,
This
I would
is
have just
true.
dumped Spencer and be like, oh yeah, let's leave
True.
Spencer with them. They'll put him to sleep.
An
We'll
8
pick him up
p.m.
tomorrow night.
start time
So-
is definitely a young person or a grandparent.
That's the difference, you know. That's the
It
difference
is.
and stuff like that. That's the difference in support system. Like, for example, like so that's what I'm that's the difference in it. You know, my parents are not here, and we don't have any immediate family here, right? and so that's the difference. We don't have that, right?
Yeah.
A last minute thing, or Megan and I just deciding to like, oh, let's go out for something and stuff like that. We can't make these decisions. We have to like stop ourselves from doing these things, enjoying something together, because we don't have that very, very immediate reaction support system to where we could easily just, you know, drop Spencer at a family member's house. You
Yeah,
know?
I have friends at school. I wouldn't say that because Mark is like his job, he just kind of.
Oh, I don't
like,
make friends like that, so I don't have close friends.
I have friends at school that would like happily, you know, watch Spencer, and if we needed them in emergency, like they would gladly take Spencer for us. So, but like just it's just been the three of us really, because you don't want to. Well, I don't want to exhaust my friends, and
you also want to be respectful, because these people have their own lives.
That's
and stuff
true.
like that, you know, so.
And like we don't want to leave them obviously with just like a random babysitter.
But there's pros to that also.
But even my cousins on my dad's side, they over Christmas they were like, yeah, we would love to watch Spencer, and like.
Trust me, we would be able to, but the difference is that they live an hour away. They live in.
Well, one of them lives in downtown right now.
Yeah, but I understand that, but it's just I don't think we knew that at the time we were.
Yeah, no, we just
at the time we just found that out. But yeah, so we have people that we could easily, like, I could call people easily to just be like, hey, 8 p.m. like hey, I want to let Spencer spend the night. But these people live in Springfield, or they live in Alabama, or they live in Florida. So it's just within to where we live, we don't have that.
We don't.
But other than that, we do have a support system. We do have people who could support us, but immediate response to like, hey, I want to support you, we don't have that, you know?
And to his family, like, I have never, ever, ever, ever felt anything but welcomed in his family. Like, they've always been so supportive.
They're the reason why we're together, because
we shared that. Mark shared that. And that was actually I didn't know like the depth of that.
It's my mom, my dad, Nanji, and Friendly and Suze.
So
these were the people that's like, no man, you gotta, no, come on, no. And I was like, but other than that, for me personally, I was. But
that's our support system. So yeah, we do have it.
We do have it in our unique way.
In our unique way.
And which I wouldn't switch that for anything, because we don't have a support system, and Spencer is all we have in daycare. He is so independent. It's like he's a 30-year-old kid. He's a 30-year-old man living in a 2-year-old body. Like, I don't think people would understand like the level of maturity that he has, and so, because if we had a support system like with my grandma, if your mom as his grandma would, you know, be like, hey my God, let me have Spencer and like, he would be so babied and take care for, he wouldn't be as mature as he is now.
I don't know. We don't know what that's like.
Because I remember,
don't know.
because I remember one time we were like, what did we say something about? Spending the night at your mom's house or something, and she said either he have to be potty trained or he has to be potty trained or he. And I was like,
yeah,
I've never heard grandma say that crap, but okay, sounds like a daycare to me, but okay. But
yeah.
so it's like he doesn't have that catering like your sister, the way she treated her niece. If Spencer has that, I would be happy for him to have that, but at the same time I know he would be babied so much, he wouldn't be as mature as he is now. So those things don't bother me. It make me happy that he didn't have it, because now he get to stand on his own feet and be independent and stuff like that. If he's hungry, he can, what food is, hey, I'm hungry, I want this specific, so yeah.
So
support system is
that's
existent. It's just different than
it's a little different,
normal. So the things you take for granted, you have all your kids have their grandparents around and they could just go hang out with grandparents, and grandparents are pimping them with gifts here and there, showering them all the time. He doesn't have that, and we don't have that. We don't go out together a lot alone. Everything we do with Spencer, and he get to see that. He gets to see an adult.
I kind of like that though.
So yeah,
to be honest,
but if we had choice, we would.
I feel like it's almost like a pity party right now, and I don't like.
What do you mean a pity party? It's not a pity party.
I'm just saying,
no.
oh, he doesn't have that.
He doesn't have that. This doesn't have to seem a pity party. We don't. That's what I'm saying. This is it. We don't have to come across as like, oh, we don't need that. We don't whatever. If he had that, I would want that for him. So it's not a pity party. He doesn't have that. Okay? He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. I don't care that he doesn't have it. Heck, I want my kid to be tough and not weak or whatever. But I would love for him to have a support system, for him to be loved and cared for people. At least when he goes out there and he gets bullied by people, he got extremely amount of people who loved on him, who cared for him, right? Yeah. But he doesn't have that. It doesn't have to sound like we're not doing a pity party. We don't need people to feel sorry for us. But he doesn't have it. Okay? And it's just as simple as that. Like, no, we don't have to feel like it's a pity party. No, it's not a pity party, but it's just the truth. The truth is he doesn't have it. The norm is everyone have that. Majority of people want that. Majority of people have that, and he doesn't have it, and we don't have it. We don't have to feel like we're doing a pity party or whatever. Like, no, it don't have to be a pity party. It's just that it's not there.
Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for following along. Remember to like this video. What am I doing? Like this video, subscribe to our channel. I want us to do a question and answer video soon. So if you have any questions about us or about our relationship or our family aspect, or anything, nothing's off the table, then let us know, and we're gonna get that together pretty soon. So
and I want to be honest, because I want people to know, for me, it's I got these raw emotion. You could see when I was talking about he doesn't have that and stuff like that, I was getting upset right now, right? Because it's I was getting so upset and frustrated just in that moment, because it's no, I don't want to blame anyone, but at some point people need to understand it's okay to feel anger, it's okay to feel upset, as long as you understand how to control it. That's why I like us doing this, because it's helped me control where I'm at emotionally with this, right? To where it's I'm at this point to where it's I have this anger side right there, and every time we talk about these things, I like to keep it simple and happy. But then at the same time, it's when we're talking about he doesn't have that, and I'm starting to think about every single time that I would watch interaction with him and his grandma, him as his aunt, him as his uncle, and I'm so that's what that was, of me getting worked up and pissed off about it. But yeah, so I have all this, I don't know, hopefully I'll figure it out, but I have this built up anger that is there because of all the situations that
It's like it's still very much an open wound.
Yeah.
Because literally, like this, we,
because I put so much time and try to fix something, right? But so much I'm trying to be nice, trying to be present, trying to be, hey, listen, I'm not that mean person that you think I am, and I don't need you to support me or like me, but at least do it for your daughter, right? That's what I've always tried to do and show, and it's just it's just worse, right? So because I've noticed and watched, I've watched Spencer being pushed away, I've watched you being not invited to things and just being cast out. That puts so much anger in me to where it's like, oh boy, if I could punch somebody in the face and knock them out and don't go to jail, that's what I would do. You know what I mean? Like it's that deep for me.
I know.
So
I understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. It's
so that's why when you said like I don't want a pity party, no, I don't freaking want a pity party also. But that's what's happening. He doesn't have that. He should have that. He need that. That's what every children in this world need. They need us to push to something. They don't control where they were born, how they were born, you know, and they can't control that. And I don't want to hear like I'm not doing a pity party. I'm just explaining like, yo, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that, and I'm, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Well, to like you've had no time between us filming these episodes. Like really, Mark has had no time to, or I mean, either of us, but I feel like he has gone through this for like, I've just gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm done. Like I've tried and I've tried and I've tried, and I've just have nothing else like to give.
Oh yeah,
but
this has been how long we know each other? 8 years?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like you have not had time to like process and to kind of like heal in a way before we began filming these episodes. So everything that you're seeing is like fresh raw
8 years of collection. 8 years of collection emotions right there. But trust me, I'm not crazy, but I'm not, and I'm very level-headed also. So.
Yeah, but you've just been through a lot in 8 years, so
here we are, man.
Anyway.
So hopefully if you out there, you're going through certain things like these, just be you, man, and figure things that make you happy and connect with that. For me, a lot of time it's music, sometimes it's movies, sometimes it's just talking to people. Me personally, I don't know, we'll probably do something about like friend system, like who do we talk to about these things. We can do a video about that, do a second part to that. Like, yeah, so we could do that, but yeah.
So
thanks for being here.
Again.
Appreciate you watching.
Like this video, subscribe to this channel, leave us a comment, and make sure we want questions. I love Q&As. Like when I go to the doctor's office, I love to fill out those little question surveys and stuff. So anyway, leave us a question and we'll do a Q&A video coming up soon. So
feel free to share our videos too.
Thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.
You want to say bye-bye, Papa?
You want to say bye?
Say bye-bye. 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 Bye.